Amid this whirlwind of speculation, rumours and detailed planning, one thing seems certain. Liverpool is about to announce its next big signing, and it could be nothing short of revolutionary for the team. Yes, we're talking about Hugo Ekitike, the young French striker who has been making waves with his speed, technique and ability to decide matches. Valued at £70 million, Ekitike is seen as the key piece to reinvent the Reds' attack under Arne Slot's leadership. But before we dive into the story of this young talent, let's understand the context that makes him such a crucial choice for Liverpool at this moment. In recent years, Liverpool has built a global reputation with its vibrant, attacking style of play. However, times have changed, and some key players in the squad have started to show signs of wear or inconsistency. Under the management of Arne Slot, it's clear that the club needs to take a step forward and reshape its offensive line to align with the Dutch coach's demands. Players like Diogo Jota, Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz are being closely scrutinised by the board led by Richard Hughes. Although all of them have shown moments of brilliance, each carries challenges that make their continued presence uncertain. Jota, for instance, has faced a series of injuries that have affected his availability and reliability on the pitch. Núñez and Diaz, despite their initial promise, have yet to fully meet the high expectations that came with their arrival at the club. That doesn't mean these players have no value. On the contrary, they could command significant transfer fees, helping to fund the overhaul Liverpool wants to implement. But the truth is, to thrive in the Slot era, Liverpool needs something different. Something new, and that's where Hugo Ekitike comes in. Imagine a player who combines Kylian Mbappe's explosiveness with Robert Lewandowski's composure in front of goal. Now imagine that player is only 21 years old and already showing impressive maturity on the field. That's Hugo Ekitike. If you haven't heard of him yet, get ready to know him well in the coming months. Ekitike emerged on the international scene during the 2021-22 season, while playing for modest French side Reims. Despite being in a team with little spotlight, he quickly grabbed attention with his consistent performances. His ability to dribble past seasoned defenders, create chances out of tight spaces, and score crucial goals made scouts from all over Europe start watching him closely. Among those scouts were Liverpool's, renowned for spotting raw talents and polishing them into global stars. What's most impressive about Ekitike is his versatility. He can play as a traditional centre-forward, but also fits perfectly as a left or right winger. This flexibility is exactly what Arne Slot is looking for to refresh Liverpool's tactical system. With Van Dijk and Konate dominating the defence, and playmakers like Szoboszlai and McAllister in midfield, the team needs a forward who can exploit spaces and convert chances with maximum efficiency. Ekitike appears to be that missing piece of the puzzle. In the past week, exciting news has emerged for Liverpool fans. Sources close to the club have revealed that preliminary talks have already taken place between Ekitike's representatives and the Reds board. Negotiations are still in the early stages, but all signs point to optimism on both sides. Moreover, experts claim that the asking price for the striker, around £70 million, is far from unreasonable, especially when compared to what Liverpool would have to pay for other names in the market. One of those names is Alexander Isak from Newcastle United. Undoubtedly, Isak would be an excellent addition to the squad, but there are two major obstacles. First, Newcastle doesn't seem willing to negotiate. Second, the estimated cost to sign him exceeds £150 million. For a club like Liverpool, which has always prioritised financial intelligence in its operations, that simply doesn't make sense in the current climate. That's why Ekitike stands out as the ideal option, a high-potential player, young enough to grow with the team, and available at an accessible price. But is he really ready to shine on a stage as grand as Anfield? Recently, Ekitike answered that question with a memorable performance against Tottenham in the Europa League. Early in the match, he opened the scoring with a flawless finish, showcasing his lethal ability in front of goal. Throughout the game, he was a constant threat to Spurs' solid defence, even getting the better of Mickey van de Ven, considered the fastest player in the Premier League. This kind of performance not only confirms his talent, but also silences any doubts about his ability to compete at the highest level. One of Liverpool's trademarks over the years has been its ability to make smart, economical signings without sacrificing quality. Take the Jude Bellingham situation, for example. When the asking price became unrealistic, the club quickly pivoted and brought in Dominik Szoboszlai, Alexis Mac Allister and Ryan Gravenberch in the same summer. This pragmatic approach allowed the team to maintain a balanced and competitive squad instead of putting all their eggs in one basket. Now, with Hugo Ekitike, Liverpool is following the same philosophy. He is not just a talent-based choice, but also a financially sustainable one. By investing £70 million in a player who still has plenty of room to grow, the club ensures that additional resources remain available to address other problem areas in the squad, such as left-back and central defence. It's a strategic move that reflects the club's long-term vision. As always happens on social media, the Liverpool fan base is divided. Some supporters have expressed concern over Ekitike's lack of experience in high-level competitions, while others are excited by the prospect of bringing in a young talent full of energy and hunger for success. However, despite the differing opinions, there's a general consensus. Liverpool needs changes in attack to remain competitive. If Ekitike does join the team, he'll have an incredible opportunity to prove his worth. Playing under Arne Slot, known for getting the best out of his players, he could evolve quickly and become a central figure in the Reds project. And who knows? This might just be the beginning of a new legend at Anfield. Hugo Ekitike's arrival at Liverpool represents more than just a signing. It's a symbol of renewal and hope for the fans. At a time when the club is looking to redefine its identity under Arne Slot, bringing in such a dynamic and talented player could be exactly what the Reds need to return to the top of European football. So, as we eagerly await the next developments, one thing is certain: the summer of 2024 promises to be an exciting one for Liverpool. With Hugo Ekitike on the horizon, the dreams of glory at Anfield have never felt more alive.